Hello there, and today in this video I'm going to be teaching you how to make a flyable plane that's easy to script and doesn't have too long scripts. You can fly this plane around the skies, and I'll be providing the meshes and the link in the description. So let's get started. First, we need to insert a plane model. There'll be a link in the description to the plane model that I'll be using, but you can use your own if you want. So, if you've downloaded the one from the link in the description, then all you need to do is right click the workspace, click insert from file, and choose your file. And here is my mesh. Keep the main part of your model called part, and anything else don't call it part because it's important. So group them, turn them into a model. To the model, add in a vehicle seat. Now, I'm just going to take the vehicle seat out of my model so I can use it. Drag your vehicle seat and round about the position you want it to be. I think I'll just use the move tool. And scale your vehicle seat so that there's some sticking out of the plane, but wherever your origin is, that little blue dot there, the player will be about. So I'm going to move mine into here so the player is nicely inside the cockpit of my plane. So now what I need to do is put my vehicle seat back on my model. I'm going to rename my model plane, and we need to add in 2 remote events. One will be get cam, get the player's camera, and the other will be return cam. To return the player's camera back to the server. So, also it'd be good if you made your vehicle seat's transparency to 1 so people can't see it. And now what you need to do is you need to add in a script. And this script is going to be the main script, but not the last script, because there's a few other scripts that we need before code work. So we need another script and 1 local script. Parent the local script with the script, and in the local script add 2 object values. For one, get cam, and the other one, return cam. And also your local script needs to be disabled. Once you've done that, you can open up your first script. Oh, also rename the script that has the local script parented to it, script 2. So open up your first script and write local script equals script dot parent dot script 2 dot local script while wait, and then do if script dot parent dot vehicle seat dot occupant, so if there's a player in it, then local player equals game dot players dot local player. No, not game dot players dot local player. I mean game dot players colon get player from character script not select script dot parent dot vehicle seat dot occupant dot parent. So this will find a player out of whoever is sitting in the plane. Then if player and script dot parent dot vehicle seat dot throttle is greater than 0. So if there is a player and there's the player's actually giving input, then local script dot get cam dot value equals script dot parent dot get cam will be this line, and paste it underneath. Do the same for return cam. Now local script dot disabled equals false. Local script parent equals player dot player GUI else. So if there's no player and they're not giving input, local script dot parent equals script dot parent dot script 2. And another thing that we have to do is local script dot get cam dot value equals nil. Local script dot return cam dot value equals nil. Local script dot disabled equals true. And that's it. So basically what this code is doing, it's seeing if the local script, if the player is in the seat and there's input, then it'll be parented with the player's UI so it can run But if it's not, then yeah, it won't run. Also in this one here, we've got to go script.parent.getCam:fire client. The last thing we need to do in this script is this. Script.parent. Now, another thing that we need to add is a body velocity, so we can move these, of course. But unfortunately, recently Roblox removed these. I've made another video on how to get body velocities and body movers back, but I'm going to be showing you how to do it today as well. So, just add in new script to the workspace and local body equals instance.new body velocity and local gyro equals instance.new body gyro. I spelled gyro wrong. And we just parent them with that plane. Like this. So click play, open up the workspace, open up the plane, and copy these. And paste them into here. And now might be the time to add some welds, just to make sure everything sticks together. Set part 0 to the main body part, and then do a weld constraint to the part, and then the other part for all other parts you have. I'll be using this one later, but I'll still leave it there. And back in the script, now we can go body velocity dot velocity equals script dot parent dot vehicle seat dot iframe dot look vector multiplied by script dot parent dot vehicle seat dot throttle multiplied by 100, which will, and that's the script finished. So now, and this other script here, we just need to write script.parent.returnCam.on server event, that's right, connect function with the player and the cam, the iframe, and script.parent.part dot body gyro dot iframe equals cam's frame. And that's that script finished just like that. So the last script is the local script, which all we need to do is script dot get cam dot value dot So another thing that we have to remember is that if we want the plane to fly properly, then these have got to be massless, it's got to be false, otherwise it has to be true, I'm pretty sure, otherwise it won't really work. Well, it will work, but it won't work as well. The plane will barely be able to get off the ground. Also, with these body gyro and body velocities, we have to make sure that their max torque or max velocity is a very high number, otherwise it will not work. And for the body velocity, turn up the P as well. That will make it really good. So, dot on fly int event colon connect brackets function more brackets, go right arrow and click enter. So when the remote event fires, we'll write cam equals game dot workspace dot current camera and local frame equals cam dot z frame dot rotation script dot parent dot return cam dot value colon fire server and brackets and frame. Now, if you click play and you get into the plane, then you should be able to fly it. We need to touch where the seat you put the seat sticking out. And for some reason I cannot fly it. Okay. Oh, I forgot to write player. Now we only need to do a few more things before our plane is ready to fly. So the first thing is in our workspace and outside our plane, select our vehicle seat, and wherever this vehicle seat is sticking out, that's where we'll be able to get in. But remember, the player is going to be spawned on the origin. So get your seat in a good position so your player is still in the cockpit, because your player is going to spawn at that origin there. Once you've done that, in this part, in the body gyro, the plane will feel smoother if you set the dampening factor to 3500. otherwise the plane will feel a bit jerky. And the last thing we need to do is use third weld constraint, this one here, that doesn't have a part in it. So the reason to add a part in, move it to about the top of your plane, click the move tool and move it up. Set transparency to 1, make it can glide false. Also make the vehicle see can glide false. Select your new part that you added and parent it with the plane and weld it to the main part and name it something other than part. I'm gonna name my part offset, because what this part's actually doing is it's making it so that your camera isn't right inside the plane but is a bit above the plane. So that's why we need this offset part. Okay, another thing that you have to remember to do is that you have to remember to set the body gyros damping factor to 3500. You also need to set the max torque on all of the axes to a really high number, otherwise it will not work. And you also need to make the P high, but don't make it too high, I warn you, because if you do, then the plane will fling you or it will be jittery. So if you click play and you jump into your plane, you'll be able to drive it around, fly it around in the sky by moving your camera view. And that is how to make a plane in Roblox Studio. Bye, and thanks for watching.